I want to tell you some of the benefits of back bending postures. They give you strength, they give you flexibility, they give you confidence, and they just make you feel comfortable in your skin. So join me for one of our YouTube practices on back bends, and we'll show you how they're done.
All right, so some of you are just getting settled in. Go ahead and feel free to continue that. Let's start today with your 2 blocks. You guys know I love to start class this way, where you put 1 block on the higher level, 1 block on the lower level, and just place them maybe 8 to 12 inches apart. And then do your best to sit back. Try to see if you can't get the lower block right in between your shoulder blades, and the higher block right underneath the base of your skull. Let your neck be nice and long. Just let your shoulders roll down and back, creating a nice open heart. If you have to make some micro adjustments on your blocks to get comfortable, you can do that. And then you can either keep your knees bent, or you can straighten your legs out long. It's really up to you. Some people even like to go into cobbler pose with the soles of their feet together and their knees apart. But ideally, you would find the most comfortable position for your body, so that when you close your eyes and start to observe your own breathing pattern, you begin to tune into something deep inside of yourself. You can start by feeling the inhalation, the cool air coming in through the tips of your nostrils, drawing the breath past your chest, down into your rib cage, so that you're actually filling up each one of those little air sacs, the alveoli in your lungs. Try to see if you can't fill up your entire lung space or capacity. Again, drawing the breath all the way down so that your lower rib cage expands on the inhalation and relaxes into its normal position on the exhalation. When you do this, breathing deeply all the way down into the bottom of the lungs, naturally, there's a great big muscle, your primary breathing muscle, called the diaphragm. And the diaphragm looks like an umbrella. But when you take a big inhalation, the diaphragm moves down towards your belly button, and it actually pushes some of your organs out of the way, which makes your belly pop out a little bit. In yoga, we do not want you to hold a firm, tight belly. We actually want you to inhale so deeply that your lower belly expands and relaxes. And then on the exhalation, as the diaphragm moves back up into its normal umbrella-like position, the organs can come back to their flattened position, and the breath can move out of the nose. So let's just practice some breathing here. Inhaling, nose, chest, fill up the rib cage, let the lower belly expand, and relax the pelvic floor. On the exhalation, just very slightly contract the pelvic floor, slightly contract the abdomen. Feel the breath moving out from the bottom of the rib cage, past the chest, and out through the nose. So just do that a few more times. Inhaling from the nose, all the way down to the pelvic floor. Exhaling from the pelvic floor, all the way up and out through the nose. Take your time. following the breath all the way down to the pelvic floor and all the way back up. There's definitely a nice, slow, steady wave-like quality. This is how we check in at the beginning of our practice. And if your breath is short and choppy and hard to manage, that just means that your nervous system is under a little bit of stress. All the more reason to do yoga. Just take your last 2 or 3 slow, steady breaths here. Open heart, open mind to whatever your experience will be in the next hour. If you have not already, bend your knees and place your feet flat on your mat. And just very slowly take your time rolling over onto your side body, off of your blocks. Place one of your blocks to the side. And we're going to use the other block so you can just come onto your back. Center yourself on your mat and just take this block in between your inner thighs, just above your knees, and just squeeze that block with your inner thighs. Walk your heels back so that your heels are underneath your knees. Rest your arms at the sides of your body. Keep squeezing the block the entire time. Join me. We're going to alternate arms with bridge pose. So on the first inhalation, we're going to squeeze the block and lift up and let the right arm come up and over. And on the exhalation, we're going to lower the right arm down, lowering the hips, timing it with the exhalation. Now, inhale, left arm floats up and over. Hips to the sky. Exhale, lower the hips, keep squeezing the block. Going back to the right arm. Inhale, lifting slowly, rolling up onto the shoulders. Exhale, lower the hand down. Inhale, left arm floats up, roll. Exhale, lower down. Continue on. Alternating right arm and left arm. Just noticing if there's a difference between the two sides. Good. Finish with your last alternating arm. Keep your block in between your inner thighs. And this time, come up, push up, let both arms float up overhead, rolling up onto your upper back and shoulders. And just hold the pose. Let the backs of your wrists and hands touch the floor. Breathe deeply from the nose down to the belly button. Exhaling from the belly back up and out through the nose. 2 more breaths here. Last one. And then when you're ready, just exhale, lower down hands and hips. And just take the block to the side. Go ahead and bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees splay apart in cobbler pose. Just rest your arms at the sides of your body with your palms up. Close your eyes and just feel the breath moving in and out of your body. We're taking it nice and slow this morning. I know you guys are under a lot of stress at this point in the quarter. No need to rush into anything. As you feel ready, just close your knees together. And take your time rolling all the way over onto your tummy. Roll all the way over onto your tummy. Just make a little pillow with your hands and rest your forehead on the backs of your wrists. Begin to practice some long, slow exhalations where you melt down into the floor. Let your whole body be supported by the earth. When you're ready, come into Sphinx pose. Just bring your forearms parallel to one another with your fingers spread wide, just allowing your elbows to be right underneath your shoulders. And we'll just do a little movement, keeping your toenails on the floor. Just exhale like you're bowing down, forehead towards the floor. And then inhale, lift from the belly button up through the crown of the head. Exhale, lower down. Relax it. Inhale, lift up. Try not to grip in your glutes. Leave your hips and low back a little soft and just lift up through the crown of the head using the upper back muscles. A couple more times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Last time, inhale, lift up, and hold. Squeeze your shoulder blades together if that feels okay. Lift your chin a little bit. Hold it here and breathe. Good. Lower down, make a little pillow, and rest. If your neck is tight, just rock your head across your hands and release your neck. Now we're going to do some low body work. So keep your head on your hands, but inhale, lift your feet up without bending your knees too much. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift your feet up off the ground. Exhale, down. Now you can grip a little bit in your buttocks and low back. That's a natural thing. Keep working in and out. Inhale, lifting the legs. Exhale, lowering down. One last time. And then, as you're ready, just rest your forehead on your hands. Once again, finding those long, slow exhalations. So from this lying down position, can you just bring your hands next to your chest, tuck your toes under, and push up into your very first downward facing dog. If it feels good, you can just start to walk your heels out one at a time, bending the opposite knee. Just exhaling, pushing your weight back, reaching up with your tailbone. Inhale, release it a little bit, and exhale, push it back again. Maybe you push both heels down to the floor. Let your head and your neck relax. And then when you're ready, just come onto your knees and come all the way up. Bring both hands behind your back. We're going to start with the right arm. Inhale up. Go ahead and join me. Exhale, fold forward. Right hand comes behind. Inhale, left arm out. Exhale, fold forward. Left arm comes behind. Inhale, right arm up. This is really great spinal strengthening. Exhale, fold it down. Just keep alternating right arm and left arm. Taking your time. Each time you come into that deep forward bend, you're going to feel the abdomen compressing. Last time. And then when you're ready, reach both arms up, interlace your fingers, press your palms to the sky, get as tall as you possibly can. And then exhale, bend your elbows, bring your palms to the back of your head. Inhale up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Again, inhale. Exhale. Just a few more times like that. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And release the hands, come on down. All right, let's do a sun salutation on your knees. I think we've done this before. So just come to the back of your mat a little bit, but keep your feet so that they'll still be able to be on the mat during down dog. And then join me, inhaling both arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, table pose. Tuck your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. You can have your knees on or off the floor, you choose. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, push up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, drop to the knees gently, table. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, lift up, arms in front. And exhale, lower the hands down. Good. Let's do that again, whenever you're ready. Inhale up. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, table. Start to go at your own pace if you like. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, push up. Back to down dog. Exhale. Inhale, table, drop to the knees. Exhale, child pose. Inhale, push up. Exhale, lower down. All right, I'd like you to do one more time on your own. See if you can't get that breathing pattern that when your body expands, you inhale, and your body compresses, you exhale. Okay? So just go ahead and do it on your own. Let your breathing determine the pace. Guys. Nice. All right, so let's go ahead and take the right foot forward. Just see if you can't balance here. Get the right knee over the right ankle, the left knee right over the hip, and just pretend you're on a really skinny balance beam, and inhale, arms up, and just hold it here. Reach your fingers to the sky. Keep breathing. Imagine that you are about 4 feet off the floor, like a gymnast would be on a balance beam, and somehow just changing your perspective that you're on a balance beam 4 feet off the floor. Somehow that makes it much harder, I think, because the consequences of falling off are much worse if you truly were on a balance beam. So this just goes to show you how perspective is everything. When there's fear involved, it changes everything. All right, just bring the hands down. And we're just going to come up into a standing split. So just make little cones with your hands. Reach your left leg parallel to the floor. Try not to open your left hip up to the side wall. Turn it down. Just feel the strength of the right leg grounding you down into the earth. Keep breathing. When you feel ready, you're just going to gently bend the right knee. Come back to your balance beam. Find one spot on the floor to look at. Don't take your eyes off of it. Good. Lower down. Switch sides. Was that hard, you guys? I found that a little bit like, woo. All right, let's do the same thing on the left side. Remembering that this side might be totally different. Again, just pretending you're on this skinny little balance beam. Inhale up. So the trick is, when it comes to your perception and feeling fear, you've got to change your perception, both on the yoga mat and in life. So instead of imagining the worst case scenario, which is you're on a 4-foot high balance beam and you might fall off, imagine you're completely grounded onto the yoga mat like you truly are. And there's really not a lot of consequence if you fall over. That's what we learn to do in life when we're stressed out, is to change our perspective. All right, when you're ready, come forward, make little cones with your hands. Come up to a standing split. See if you can't make sure that your low back is nice and flat. Feel the right leg working hard, parallel to the floor. Feel the left leg grounding you down into the earth. Keep breathing. And gently bend your left knee. Come back. This time you are not on a balance beam. You're just on your yoga mat. You feel steady. You feel stable. No stress. The only difference was your mind or your perception. Good. When you're ready, come to downward facing dog. So I like to do experiments like that to just show you how your mind really changes your physiology. When your mind perceives a threat or perceives a challenge, your balance changes, your breathing changes, your body temperature changes, your heart rate changes. All these different things happen physiologically just because you've had a thought, like I'm on a balance beam and I might fall off. Pretty interesting to watch. You can see how fear could really mess you up in life. All right, when you're ready, let's just start to walk the feet towards the hands, walk the hands towards the feet, and then just walk your hands up your legs. Good. Beautiful. All right, let's grab a strap. Please grab a strap. I have to go get one. Just fold your strap in half. Remember, today is all about spinal strengthening. So just come to the back of your yoga mat. Grab your strap a little bit wider than shoulder width distance apart. Some of you might be able to start working your hands exactly shoulder width distance apart. And big toes are going to touch. Standing tall. Inhale up. Exhale, bend your elbows like we did when we were on the knees. Pull the belly in. Inhale, reach up. Now, halfway down. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, back up. Now a half squat, chair pose. Exhale. Inhale up. And slowly lower the arms to mountain pose. So we're just putting 3 poses together, okay? Let's do it again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Halfway down, if you need to bend your knees, go ahead, but try to get your body parallel to the floor. Inhale up. Squat halfway down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, so can you remember that? Do that a few times on your own now. See if you can find the breathing pattern. Now that we're getting into the 6th week of the quarter out of 10, I'm going to start showing you things once, maybe twice, and then I'm going to ask you to start doing them on your own because the pace of your breath is different than the pace of my breath. And I want you to go at the pace of your breath. As you advance in your yoga practice, your breath will become longer. Most of you, it's a little bit shorter, and so my breathing pattern is difficult for you. Okay, so let's do it another time. Tune into your breath. Go at your pace. It'll probably be a little faster than mine. If it's slower, fantastic. We love that. The ideal that we want you to go for is a 6-second inhalation and a 6-second exhalation. Should we try one like that? See how long that is? You're like, oh God, no. Let's just see what it feels like. You're probably not going to be able to do it. I probably can't do it. But that's kind of what we're going for. So exhale all the breath out through the nose. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale slowly, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not so bad. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's the hard part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's the really hard part. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Half squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know about you guys, but that just gave me a lot of heat just that one time. Did you guys feel that? It's kind of interesting how modulating your breath actually increases your workload. All right, so now you're still at the back of your mat. Let's turn the right foot slightly out. Step the left foot forward. about 2.5 feet unless you're really tall. Maybe a little bit wider if you're really tall. Again, let's bring the hands a little bit closer together this time. Good. Turn your hips and your shoulders towards the short edge. Go back to your normal breathing. I think a 6-count inhale and a 6-count exhale is too much. But we can go not quite that slow, but let's go all the way down. Exhale. Keep both legs straight. Inhale back up. Again, it's almost like being on a balance beam. Exhale slowly down to starting position. Let's do that again. Inhale. If you don't want to go all the way down, just bring your hands to your thigh for the exhale and go halfway down. Inhale, lift up. That's the hard part, right? Exhale down. Just do maybe 2 more on this left leg. All right, 1 more. Guys, step it back. Wiggle out your ankles. And we'll do the other side. Turn the left foot out. A nice, easy step forward with the right foot. Again, turning your hips and shoulders. Even if they don't turn all the way, just get them moving in that direction. Same thing. Inhale up. Exhale. Bring the strap to the thigh, the shin, the ankle to the floor. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, starting position. Please do that at your own pace, 2 to 3 more times. Again, it may feel like you're on a balance beam, but see if you can't change your perspective. Instead of worrying about the wiggling and wondering if you're going to fall over, instead, just grow roots into the bottoms of your feet that go all the way down into the earth. Tell yourself, I am steady, I am strong, I have changed my perspective. This is a piece of cake, I can do it. And notice how your physiology responds when you do that self-talk. Beautiful, step it back. All right, let's do a balance pose. Let's bring your big toes to touch. And you're going to end up coming up onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels. But just bring your hands a little bit closer together. Inhale, arms up in front. Exhale, sit down. Bring your weight back to your heels first and get very steady. Now, you can either stay here, or if you want, lift your heels and come up onto the balls of your feet. Makes it much harder. You might feel a little bit of shaking. When you've had enough, lower the heels down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Okay, can I see that one more time? Go for it. Inhale, strap floats up. Exhale, sit down. Beautiful. Now lift your heels up a little bit. And breathe. Keep breathing. That's the key. Looking good, you guys. Lower the heels. Inhale, come up. Exhale down. All right. We're just going to do all sorts of things with this strap today. All right, come to the back of your mat if you're not there already. Turn your right foot out. Step your left foot forward. Once again, kind of start to square yourself towards the short edge of the mat. When you're ready, inhale, bend the left knee, come up into warrior. And exhale, twist open to the right. Inhale, back to center, and lower down. Okay, let's do that again. Inhale, big breath in. Exhale, pull the belly in and twist. Inhale to the front. Exhale down. Now do that 2 or 3 more times on your own. Try to keep the right leg straight. Keep a nice big bend in the left knee. All right, this time we're going to change it up. Inhale into warrior one. Watch me. I'm going to find a spot on the floor to look at. See if I can't come into warrior three. If it's too much to have the strap out in front, just pull it in by your chest. And hold your warrior three. When you're ready to come out, bend the left knee, touch the right foot down, inhale back to warrior one, and release. Step back. How'd that feel, okay? It's a hard one. Let's just stand here for a moment, close your eyes, and check in with your breath. Bring it back down, especially if it's getting a little agitated. Just take 2 or 3 slow, easy breaths, kind of let go of the stress. Even though we're moving really slowly today, we're actually working really hard. Your nervous system might be kind of like, ah! All right, so big toes are touching again. Turn the left foot out, step the right foot forward. I think when you move this slowly, it actually works your nervous system in a very different way. So turn the hips and shoulders forward. When you're ready, inhale, warrior one. Exhale, turn open to your left. Inhale back to center. Exhale down. Go ahead and start on your own now. Work with your breathing pattern. Remember, when I say slow it down, it doesn't mean I want you to work at 100% capacity. It means I want you to work at about 70% of your capacity. And how do you know what 70% is? Your breath should still be long and slow and smooth without any agitation. If you lose that long, slow breathing pattern and start to get agitated, you know you're pushing too hard. All right, so come on up to warrior one. And then make your way into your warrior three. Maybe this is it. Maybe you're not parallel to the floor, or maybe you want to drop your arms because your arms are tired today. Maybe you want to come here. Start to make it your own practice. What do you need? Good. When you're ready, bend the right knee. Touch the left foot down. Inhale up. Exhale. Step back. Is anybody else sweating today? Is it just me? You're not sweating? Oh, you are. Good. All right, guys. Let's do a couple of sun salutations. So go ahead and put your strap to the side. Come to the very top of your mat. Hands down at the sides. We're almost done with the hard work, I promise. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, right foot steps back. Just come onto your knee. Hold it here. When you're ready, you can go to dolphin or down dog or child's pose. I'm going to choose child's pose because I'm tired. So dolphin on your forearms, down dog or child's pose. Especially after all of these spinal extensions, your low back may be a little tired. Good. Lift up, look up, step your right foot forward. Another little balance posture here. Doesn't look like much, but it actually takes some concentration. Cone hands, push off the left toes. Exhale, standing forward bend. Again, just hold it here, find some stillness. If you need to, bend your knees a little bit. Exhale all the breath out. And inhale, lift up. Exhale down. do that same thing one more time. Inhale up. Exhale, forward bend. When you're ready, step your left foot back. Again, come onto your knees, just come up, find your balance. Your choice, down dog, dolphin on the forearms, or child's pose. For me, child's pose feels best today. I feel like I'm a little bit tired. My back is a little bit tender, so I'm just going to listen to my body and do what it needs. When you're ready, look up, lift up, step your left foot forward. And then we're going to make little cones with the hands, push the right foot to meet the left, and hold the standing forward bend, either with straight legs or bent knees. If you want to give your low back a little break, just put your elbows on your thighs and bend your knees a bit. Exhale, all the breath out. Inhale, lift up. Exhale down. Please come all the way onto your back, lie down, and rest. Good work today, you guys, especially because we moved so slowly. It actually has a very different effect on your body and your mind and your breath. So from here on out, we are going to go into some hip openers because your hips tend to get tight with all that spinal extension and back bending. I'm just going to bring you down slowly into your lower body, finding a deep state of relaxation. You can either rest here with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor, or you can stretch your legs out long. You choose. Exhaling, just letting your breath relax, settling in. If your neck is tight, you can very gently turn your head from side to side. What is it that you're experiencing in this moment? And then as you feel ready, just bend your knees. Go ahead and find your strap. With both feet flat on the floor, I'd like you to take the strap around the bottom of your right foot. I like to put it right across the ball of my foot, not so much on the arch. But different people have a different preference. If you prefer the arch of the foot, that's fine. And just start by making some nice little circles to the right, clockwise. And as you make your way around with the circle, you're going to feel different parts of your low back and hips pressing gently into the floor. Almost like a nice little back massage against the floor. Switch directions, go counterclockwise. Now your hamstring should be warmed up, but if there's any tenderness in your hamstring, don't yank it around, don't pull or push too hard, just keep the knee a tiny bit bent and be gentle. Good. When you're ready, just take the strap and bend the right knee. You can just keep the strap in your left hand for now and just start to rock from side to side once again, giving the low back a nice little massage against the floor. Now opening the right hip. As you let the right knee angle off to the side, you get some external rotation in the hips. Good work. Now the strap should still be on the right foot. Extend it up to the sky again. And let's take the left leg up also. Adjusting the strap around both feet. Just holding it here, getting upside down for a moment. So good to get your legs in the air every single day. Keep breathing long, slow breaths. Good. Now, keep your left foot up, bring your right foot down, and just start to make nice clockwise circles with your left leg. Once again, paying attention to how it is that your low back and hips contact the floor each time you circle around. Just giving your low back a little nourishment, a little love, a little massage. Switch directions with your circle, going counterclockwise now. And then as you feel ready, just bend your left knee, bringing your left ankle onto your right thigh. I like to just take the strap into my right hand and just slowly begin to rock side to side again, giving your left hip not only a massage against the floor, but in that external rotation, letting the left knee go off to the side, you get a nice deep hip stretch. Good. Please stretch both legs up to the sky. Once again, just bring the strap around the balls of the foot. Extend both legs upward. Once again, getting upside down, even minimally like this, gives you a whole new perspective. Some days we spend a lot longer in these inverted type poses. Today we're just doing a very short inversion or partial inversion. I would like you to attempt to sit up. Take a big inhalation, exhale, and go. Ooh, beautiful. Walk your hands down your strap. Find a place that's comfortable for you. Try not to curl in the upper back too much. Make this action from the low back and hips. If you can walk your hands all the way down, go for it. If you can let your chest and your forehead and your nose start to sink towards your legs, go for it. Be gentle with yourself, don't push. All right, take your last exhalation here. Just lift your chest up, and when you're ready, I'm going to move back on my mat so my heels are actually comforted by the mat. When you're ready, keep the strap around your left foot, And take the sole of your right foot to your inner thigh, your inner knee, whatever's comfortable for your hip and your low back. If you'd like to put a little support under there, you can always do that. And once again, going from the hips, try not to curl in the upper back. So if you can, slowly come forward to your comfort level. And now you're really going to feel it in this right glute, piriformis. Hold it here and breathe. As long as you're moving from the hips and the low back and gently coming forward, some of you might be almost straight up and you still feel it here. That's fine. It's not about the external form. It's about, are you feeling sensation in the hip, in the low back? That's really what we're looking for. It's an internal experience. Good. When you're ready, lift up. Switch legs. Take the left leg in. Again, if you need any support, you can give yourself that. Sometimes giving yourself the support of the block actually makes your body feel so much safer that it lets you go in deeper than without the block. Sit up tall. Hinge from the hips and the low back. Again, it's not about how far forward you come. This side for me is a little injured. My left hip is injured. So I don't like to push myself into it to try to impress anybody. I just go to where that edge is, where the sensation happens, and I hang out there and breathe. Keep your breath long and slow and smooth. Lift up. Go ahead and remove the strap. Just put it to the side. Remove the blocks. Just take your time coming all the way down onto your back, gently placing your hands on your kneecaps, making sure your low back is comfortably on the floor. And then exhale the knees towards your chest, compressing your abdomen. Inhale, let the arms float up and over. Let the legs extend to the sky. Exhale, hands to kneecaps. Empty out the breath. Inhale, up and over. Just a few more times, in and out like that. Take your time. Go at your own pace. Last one. This time, just hold your knees into your chest, pressing your low back into the floor. Relax your shoulders and your neck and your face. If it feels good, you can turn your head from side to side. And when you feel ready, just slowly let the feet come to the floor. Preparing for final relaxation. If you think you want blocks underneath your hamstrings, you can grab your blocks. Especially today, because we did so much spinal extension and back bending, it might be nice to put the blocks underneath your legs to kind of tilt your pelvis under and relax your low back. Just see if you can't find a place of stillness, both in your mind and in your body. And sometimes I find after a challenging class where we move very slowly and breathe very slowly and go into the back bends very slowly, it's almost like your nervous system is ready to give up and just let you go to that deep, deep place of relaxation. So see if you can't allow the relaxation to take you over.
Hi guys, I really hope this video has been good for you. Please subscribe to our channel. We'll be putting more videos up weekly, and go to our website, www.amywheeler.com. In addition, you can get on any of our social media at Optimal State.